information out.
All right, coming up next right here on News Channel 3 Live at 9, I'm going to show you this face. Not ours, but another face. That guy right there. And what he's stirring up right here in his hometown of Memphis, Tennessee.
He's the human cartoon, and he is bringing it back for a show on Comedy Central. And from Nashville, Winona is now writing.
And one of our favorites, yes. She will be talking about her brand spanking new book. Winona Judd is next.
And welcome back to News Channel 3 Live at 9. Our next guest got his start right here in his hometown of Memphis, doing stand-up at Sir Laughs a Lot, and that takes us back quite a few years.
And as you may know, that building is currently Newbies on the Highland Strip, of course. We remember that. Now, Brandon Gibson is a successful actor and comedian living in Hollywood, Los Angeles. But Brandon is also returning to his roots for a new special that will air on Comedy Central. Brandon
convinced the network to let him shoot the program in Memphis this weekend. How did you do that?
Brandon, you got a lot of clout, man.
Come
on.
You had your people
it's a lot of
their
this.
people?
It's a lot of what?
It's a lot of this look.
I like that look, man.
Yeah?
Obviously it works.
That's it.
Was it a hard sell?
No, not really. You know, a lot of these specials shoot in New York. Most of them shoot in New York. So they want to branch out with a new style of Comedy Central Presents. And I've got a lot of strong connections with Comedy Central. And so I thought, let's just give it a shot.
Yeah.
We can pack the place. I haven't done a show here in Memphis in over 10 years. Haven't been back in the city for 5 years.
Why so long?
You know, it's just you get caught up in the LA scene and you're busy, and if you leave town, you miss out on potential work.
Yeah.
And that's why I went there.
Well,
so
and you're stuck on the freeway for most of that time, right?
You're going to make me cry. You're going to make me cry?
For your entire life. So what does Memphis, though, have to offer for you? I mean, I know we can pack the place, as you well know, but what does Memphis kind of bring to the table for you when it comes to comedy?
The biggest thing is a crowd that's not jaded. Quite honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because think about it. In Los Angeles, everybody's there thinking they're a star.
Yeah.
And most people carry that mentality everywhere they go. So when they go to a comedy club, they're sitting back going, nah, I'm funnier than that guy. I can do that better. But here, you don't have that. You have supportive people that have known me, and now through all the social media, I'm still in contact with people I haven't talked to since 10, 15, 20 years. And these people are going to come out now because they know I'm here and really offer that level of support. So there's an excitement about what I've done with my career, plus the personal attachment with all these people I went to school with. And one of the first people to buy tickets was a friend of mine I've known literally since I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you've obviously got to keep the humor not Memphis-centric. Where do you get your stuff?
Everywhere. If you look around, you don't have to look far to find jokes. You really don't. Like sitting here right now.
Looking at us. Okay, wait a minute, Brandon.
Careful there, Brandon.
This isn't going quite the way we thought.
I'm sitting here right now, and I've had my morning coffee, and right behind me, there's a trickling sound. Uh-oh, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, hadn't thought about it that way.
You're back home for sure.
Exactly, yeah.
You did get your start very, very young. Were you just the quintessential class clown? When did you know this was it?
Somebody, I've always been a cut-up, always been able to make people laugh. And somebody came to me, I was 14 years old, and said, you ought to try stand-up. And I said, okay.
It was just that simple?
It was that simple. I called up Sir Laughs a Lot, and I said, do you guys have like a local night? And he said, yeah. And he said, it's on Sunday night, you get 5 minutes of material and show up. And I said, okay. I said, oh, by the way, I'm 14. Click. He called back and he said, did you say 14? Yeah, I'm 14. He goes, all right, well, come on in, we'll give it a shot. Not guaranteeing anything, but let's try it. And which is so rare for a comedy club owner. Usually they're just, they don't want anything to do with anything, let alone a 14-year-old.
Definitely, but that showed just how much confidence you had in yourself, did it not?
Well, you know, I don't know if it was confidence so much. It's just like, I don't care what happens. I'm 14 years old. I don't know anything from anything.
That's it.
Well, because you didn't know anything from anything, I mean, what kind of jokes does a 14-year-old make that, you know?
Do you want to hear the first joke I ever told on stage?
Yeah.
The first thing I ever said on stage was, I got up, I grabbed the mic, and I said, I just want to warn you people that you need to laugh at my jokes, because if you don't, I'll slash your tires, because I'm a teenager and we get into that kind of stuff.
That was
the first thing I ever said on stage.
How well did that one go over?
They loved it.
They loved it.
Yeah, like now.
That's it.
It's not funny.
Well, that's because it really
then,
is
for a
happening.
14-year-old, I mean, to see a 14-year-old in a comedy club is funny in and of itself. Plus, I had a massive mullet. Yeah, I said that. Mullet. It was awful.
Of course,
like
it was
Billy
in
Ray
style
Cyrus would tell me I should be ashamed of myself.
What did your parents say when you
About
said
the mullet?
Yeah, early.
They said this. That's not my son. That's not my kid.
Not with that mullet over there. That's not my boy.
No. You know, they've always been really supportive.
But you were 14. It was a Sunday night. Weren't you supposed to be doing like algebra or something?
Well, look, if I wasn't out on the town getting in trouble somewhere else, and they know he's at a comedy club, fine.
Oh, I guess they're.
You're not out flashing
We're not
tires.
exactly. We're not getting that call going, your son's here, and you're going to pick him up with an attorney. You know, we're not getting that call.
That's true. I guess that's a good way to look at it.
But things have really gone well for you. How did you, though, Brandon, make that transition from Memphis to going all the way out west to Los Angeles?
It's a tough place. It really is, LA, especially Hollywood. You know, you want to be a part of everything. It's just I don't have a backup plan. And people say, and there's a book that I love, it's called Audition. It's written by a guy named Michael Shurtleff, and he says in the very front two things. First of all, you have to admit you're nuts, because no rational thinking person would subject themselves to that much rejection. Second of all, you can't have a backup plan, because if you think, oh, I can always go back and, you know, paint, or I can always go back and be an engineer, well, then you have a fallback, and
So
you're not fully dedicated.
Give it your all?
And I don't have one.
How long did it take to actually, I mean, did you just go to callback after callback, audition? I mean...
Well, when we moved there, we got, my wife got pregnant within the first 3 months, so that
really
added
didn't have a backup, did you?
No, I didn't. I really
you had a family to feed without a backup.
Yeah. So there's more motivation, though. See?
A lot of motivation there. Also, a commercial that a lot of folks are still talking about. I think we have a clip of that we'd like to kind of talk with you about. I don't know if we can show it or not here.
Let me explain everything about our new phone, Ozzy. This is the new Samsung Alias 2. See, it has this e-ink technology. You can make sure that the keyboard is the right way up the whole time. See?
That's black magic, man. Believe me, I've seen that before.
No. It's e-ink, and what happens is the keyboard stays the right way the whole time.
That's Samsung voodoo, man.
No, it's not voodoo at all.
Get that thing away from me, man.
No, wait, it's not at all. What happens?
You and Ozzy.
Yeah.
You and Ozzy, Brandon, doing your thing. Good stuff, man.
It was fun. And you know what? People always ask me, was he hard to understand? He wasn't.
He really wasn't.
He wasn't. He was just as nice and genuine as any guy could be. Really cool guy. And I said that. Thanks for the receding hairline show. So get a good look there. There it is.
Hey, that's character acting at its best. All right, so you're shooting this weekend. When can we expect to see it on Comedy Central? You'll let us.
It's still up in the air. I'll definitely keep you guys posted.
Please do.
Thank you guys for having me.
Here's your information about Brandon right there on the screen. Brandon, glad to have you back home, man.
Guys, thanks so much.
Now, don't make it another 5 years, okay?
I won't.
We got to shift gears right here. You know her as a country music superstar. She has sold millions of records and won countless awards. But did you know that Winona Judd is also a best-selling author? She is following up on her release of her successful memoir, her debut novel.
That's right. Restless Heart is about a young woman with a musical gift who's determined to make it big in Nashville. So, does that sound familiar?